What it do, y'all, man? Y'all know what it is, man. This that boy Christopher B. Robinson. Got my Texans tank on, man. Check this out, man. Speaking of tank, we'll get to him later. But, man, Houston Texans, man, we took that L at home to the Colts, 31-20. Man, we had some missed opportunities. But I will say this, not making excuses, but my O-line isn't healthy. So therefore, when your O-line isn't healthy, your QB may not have as much time to really step into his throws and get the type of throws he wants off. And then that kind of affects the running game. And again, I don't know if I said this before. I'm not going to be mentioning Deshaun Watson too much, because this is Texan stuff. But I will say C.J. Stroud isn't Watson, but C.J. Stroud is going to be fine, and he is your quarterback for the future, man. He had one fumble again, and that fumble hurt us because I think the Colts scored on that one. And then he just doesn't throw, or he hasn't thrown an interception, man. So he does take care of the ball. He does correct his mistakes for the better. I want to say our first possessions kind of started out a little shaky. But as we got the ball again, Nico Collins had a big day. I think Tank Dell had I'm going to call it big for him, pause. But I think he had, a good day, scored a touchdown. Scored another one, but it was called back because of a holding play. And I want to say that was later in the third quarter or early fourth quarter. Either way, we needed that one, man. That could have got us a win or helped to put us in a better position to get a win. But like I say, man, Nico Collins had a big day, man. Over 100 yards, a touchdown. If Nico Collins could stay healthy, man, we got something with this receiving core. I know that they said our receiving core isn't, all that. We have a bottom tier receiving core. But when I saw Tank Dell in the starting lineup, I was like, okay, we might be all right. Tank Dell, Collins, that boy Woods. And then today, what I like, we finally were able to get my new tight end, Dalton Schultz, in the mix, man. But that came later on at the end of the game. Now, Richardson was killing us in the first half of the game, or the first quarter, one of them. Whew, that boy had 2 rushing touchdowns. But on that second rushing touchdown, we hit him before he got to the end zone, and he suffered a concussion. I do want to say get well soon to that black man, because I don't like to see black quarterbacks hurt. I don't like to see any quarterbacks hurt, but especially my black QBs, baby. Even though he plays for the ops. But, get well soon, man. But they brought in Gardner Minshew, and, man, he just torched us for the rest of that first half. Now, I don't want to make excuses, but usually we prepared to play Richardson. And I think it got to a point where we were kind of, after that second touchdown, I think we were starting to figure Richardson out, but then he went out. And when they brought in Gardner Minshew, he torched us. But we were able to make second half adjustments because I think they didn't score in the second half. Either they took it easy, was playing conservative, or we was just, or maybe our adjustments were just up to par to where we was keeping boys up out the end zone. But because of that O-line, man, our struggle at O-line, I think that's why we lost this game. We have to keep C.J. Stroud clean, man. We can't get him hurt. He took 5 sacks in the first game. He took 5 sacks today. Whew. I need my O-line to get well soon, man. And my defense, man. I didn't have Petrie out there. Didn't have Ward, of course. I think some of these games may have a different outcome or close to different outcome if I have my starters back out there. But I will say, I don't want to make excuses, but this game came out to be, man, I don't want to be the guy that's taking moral victories. We lost. We took an L, but I do see where my team is growing, man. One thing I would like to point out that I think I pointed out in last week's video, I think we lost by 16, and towards the end of the game, there seemed like no sense of urgency. At some point in this game, I saw that same lack of sense of urgency until like the late third quarter, early fourth quarter. You know, I like to see that change. But man, we believe in Coach Miko. We believe in CJ Stroud. Hey man, Nico Collins, you trying to be a number one receiver? Tank Dell is trying to be that big speedy over the top receiver. Woods look like he's trying to be that possession receiver. I think we're gonna be all right, man. If we can get my O-line together, I think that makes a big difference, man. My running game improves and my quarterback play improves, man. But the key is, man, we do not want to get CJ Stroud hurt. He was already kind of like questionable coming into this game, man. But y'all know what it is. Houston Texans, H-Town all day, baby. This is us. We got the Jags next week. Ooh, but we gonna be all right.